Hey man, say man, we back here, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy Mello, man. We got the men sharing their girlfriends on OnlyFans. This was suggested by the homie Chance. So Chance, if you're watching this, man, this better be a good video. I'm looking at you. We here now. This better be a good video. If not, let's get into it, man. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Road to a million. We're gonna say a million. Actually, 200K. We're gonna go road to 200K. We're gonna start big. We always gotta dream big from the beginning. All right, let's get this started.
Hello, my dears. So there's this channel called Love Don't Judge, and I think it's UK based, but they do feature couples from different countries like Australia, America, etc. And I'm guessing the whole point of their channel is to normalize unusual relationships based on the
Mm-hmm.
title name and also the relationships that they showcase. This channel does come across as though it's really trying to push polyamory just because every other couple they show on there is in some kind of open, consensual, open relationship. But, anyways, that's kind of besides the point.
Did
There
I
is
say
also
Austin,
another
Texas?
open, consensual, open relationship.
It did. Oh wow, that's pretty hilarious. I'm like 3 hours from Austin. Two and a half.
But anyways, that's kind of besides the point. There is also another kind of relationship style, shall we say, that has featured on this channel multiple times. And they all kind of fall within the same kind of storyline, which is boy meets girl, boy and girl get into a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
boy convinces girl to do OnlyFans. A few couples come
Huh?
to mind who kind of fit this scenario. The first being Mark and Mia.
This is Mark. He fell in love with Mia.
Now hold on. I don't want to prejudge nobody. I don't want to
And
prejudge
Mia.
nobody.
This
First of all, he looks like he subscribed to at least 20 people on OnlyFans. And
is
then
Mark. He fell in love with
her, she looks like she already has an OnlyFans. Like she looked like she was already on board. She just needed somebody to convince her to do the idea. But I don't know. Let's find out.
Mia. They may look like your average couple, but their way of earning money has led to online backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Mia currently makes 55,000 US dollars a week.
Mia and Mark run an OnlyFans business.
She
Whilst
makes how
Mia
much?
models, Mark does the admin.
Mark says that he was told by one of his friends that someone's girlfriend was making 2K a month on OnlyFans, so he then suggested the idea to his wife.
2K a month? But it just get a job. I mean, it's easier to probably to make it online, but like you could have just got a job. You probably make more than that, depending on where you worked at. But his girlfriend making 55K a week. Now 55K a week, you can't beat that. Shit, I'll take 55K a week. You know what I could do with $55,000 a week? I wouldn't even be here. I'd be in Japan somewhere chilling.
Mia, and they then opened up an OnlyFans account together. She mostly is the one who's in front of the camera, and he does more like admin and stuff and more behind the camera work. According to Mark, they have managed to make $250,000 a month from their OnlyFans page. Then there is another couple who also fits into this kind of relationship style, and that is Zoe and Matt.
This is Zoe. She fell
Now,
in love
come on.
with Matt.
Matt suggested for Zoe to start doing OnlyFans, and again, same scenario. She models or does more of the in front of the camera work, while he does more of like he shoots the videos for her, etc. Now, their relationship is kind of different to the other two in the sense that they're swingers for starters, and they kind of have an open relationship because prior to doing OnlyFans, Matt suggested to Zoe that she should sleep with other men. The way he describes
Huh?
it sounds to me like it's more of a control thing. And I don't mean that in like an abusive way or anything like that. I mean like within the video, he talks about how he's been cheated on pretty much in every relationship he's ever been in the past. And so to him, it's kind of his way of kind of getting ahead of that before it can happen. So rather than live through the pain of Zoe cheating on him, he feels like if he just lets her sleep with other men, then that way there's no need for her to cheat on him. And so it kind of makes him feel a bit more in control because it allows her to still go out and do that, but in a way that's more on his terms, and he's also in on it. It's not happening behind his back, etc.
Right.
When did I decide that I wanted to start sleeping with other guys? I suppose came from you initially.
And then when you agreed to it, I was happy with it because obviously, like I spoke to you previously, wasn't it? And I said I'd constantly been cheated on.
But dog, giving your girl a free pass to go sleep with other men because you've been cheated on is kind of stupid. Like, to sit there and be like, oh wow, you know, I've been cheated on, so to get ahead of the curve, I'm gonna allow you to sleep with other people. That's stupid. That's dumb. Now I can get if you offered that and she went and did it, you could be like, ah, well, you know, if you're gonna do it that easily, then we gotta break up. But for you to just be like, no, you know, since we're doing this OnlyFans thing, just go sleep with other guys. I'll be fine with it. I've been cheated on before. No biggie.
On and things like that. So I was quite happy to find someone who weren't then gonna cheat behind my back.
So to start off, I would go out, be with other guys while you were at work.
You'd send me pictures, videos.
Yeah.
It was, so then I got something from it. I was involved, and I ended up getting basically like amateur porn.
Yeah.
My personal porn star.
And so I guess
So a
in a way,
cuck.
like their
He's a
scenario
cuck.
kind of makes more sense as to why he's so comfortable with her doing OF, because I can only imagine that a guy who's comfortable sharing his woman with other men in the real world probably would have a lot less of an issue also sharing her digitally. Then we also have Kate and Guy.
This is Guy. He fell
Guy.
in love with Kate.
I come across her modelling profile. I was like, wow, she's beautiful.
Everybody
I'll try to
deserves
date
a
her.
love. I'll say that.
And spiral out of control from there.
And they have started working together on Kate.
I'm sorry. Just a few more inches out, you could really use her as an umbrella. Just saying. Just saying. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm just saying. Just a few more inches of forehead and you can use her for an umbrella.
And spiral out of control from there.
And they have started working together on Kate's OnlyFans career.
Oh,
Don't know if
Lord.
it shows too much or not. There you go.
Crazy thing
So
is,
again, same story, boy meets girl, and then, or in this case, girl meets guy, and then guy tells her to start an OF account. Guy says within the video that he doesn't think it's a big deal for her to be doing OF content because to him it's just like glamour modeling, so he doesn't really see it as being quite strange that she's online. He also says as well that, you know, he just thought Kate was just so beautiful that, you know, she should have an OF page, which is kind of a wild thing to think that.
I unfortunately lost my external mic audio for the rest of this video. I had to make do with the original. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Which is kind of crazy to think like that's how compliments are being given nowadays. Like,
Oh,
my God, you're so
it's only in
beautiful.
my
You
left
should have
ear.
an OnlyFans. I guess that's what's considered to be a compliment in this day and age. I guess I don't know. So again with Kate and Guy, like I said before, it's a similar scenario to the other two. So Kate is the
If the audio is only playing in your left ear, don't worry, it's only playing in my left ear. Like she said, she lost the audio, so that's not on me. That's not on me. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can also come and see it wasn't me.
main one in front of the camera, and Guy does all the photography and takes the pictures for her, etc. When Kate and Guy first got together, her family admits that they were very, very skeptical and very distrusting of him initially, and
She like she has a
that
lot
he
on
was
her
trying
mind.
to exploit her. And I don't know, I do get a slightly different feel from this couple compared to, say, Zoe and Matt, because with Zoe and Matt, you kind of get the impression that even though it was Matt's idea for her to start doing an OnlyFans, that she actually genuinely enjoys working within the industry and she loves it. So you do get a very, very different vibe from her compared to Kate, who kind of comes across as though she's quite uncomfortable with it, to be entirely honest. She talks on there about how she's had stalkers and how she's been fetishized because she has dwarfism. And she says how she doesn't really like to lean into it or to entertain it. But
I mean, there's a lot of people out here with that fetish though, so that's understandable. A lot of people are into midgets. Surprisingly, there are a number of people out there. I mean, sure, that's just like what's that girl named that sued Liv? Dank the Moss. I almost said Dank the Boss. Dank the Moss. She has an OnlyFans, and apparently people are paying for it. So, there's a fetish for everybody, but I know midgets is like gotta be like top 5 fetishists in the world.
She feels as though she has to in order to keep her following.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm 22 and I'm a model, fashion blogger, and student. I have achondroplasia, which is a form of dwarfism. There is a lot of people who fetishize dwarfism, obviously, as it's quite different, and the 2% of my following that will comment, and I've got to be so careful to not interact with it, but at the same time, if I do not, I'll lose a following on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Guy is actually the one who suggested it.
You ready, Kate?
Yeah, just come in.
I'm Guy, I'm 32. I'm a marine engineer, but I'm also a motorcycle racer. Let me know if it shows too much or not. You are a beautiful small girl, and it was like, you are quite different and you got a unique selling point there. All right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a potential there. Ready?
Yep.
I just don't get the impression from Kate that she enjoys doing it as much as Zoe does. And
Yeah.
so you do kind of get, I do feel a bit more uncomfortable with their dynamic a bit, because it kind of makes you wonder, like, if you don't enjoy it, and it wasn't your suggestion to do it, then, you know, are you really happy doing it, or are you doing it because you think that Guy wants you to do it? But anyway, the point of this video wasn't really to analyze their relationships. It was more to ask a question, which is, I've said before in a previous video that I do think that OF is treated in a very, very different way to other forms of sex work. The fact that a guy can be like, oh my god, I think you're so beautiful, you should have an OnlyFans, kind of tells you just how kind of casual and mainstream this is becoming, because a guy would never say, oh, you're so beautiful, you should, you know, be on the street corner. And because of that, it does seem as though
True.
it's making some men feel very, very comfortable to suggest doing this kind of work to their partners. And my question is, if we have a society where men feel very comfortable to suggest for their female partners to go into OF, then are we not kind of blurring the lines of safeguarding? I found that the comments underneath these kind of videos were kind of a mixed bag, from people saying as long as they're happy, leave them be, to people saying, girl, he's not your boyfriend, he's your pimp. So it seems as though there's kind of like people are kind of torn between the whole live and let live versus, you know, he's exploiting you kind of view on this particular type of relationship dynamic. Some of you may have heard or may not have heard of what's called the Loverboy method. Some of you would have probably heard about this in regards to the Tate brothers, because this is one of the things they've been accused of doing. So if you're not familiar with what the Loverboy method is, it's basically when a man gets into a relationship with a woman or gives her the impression of a relationship in order to exploit her, usually sexually, to get her into doing some kind of sex work, etc. And this is something that is illegal because it comes under trafficking. So I do have to wonder, will normalizing these kind of relationships, or kind of normalizing these kind of scenarios, make it a lot easier for guys who genuinely are bad and genuinely do want to exploit people? Wouldn't it make it easier for them to do so? Because I think currently we do live in a time where if a man was to say, oh wow, you're so beautiful, you should do OnlyFans, I think most women would generally view that as quite a red flag and view that as quite a bizarre and concerning thing for their partner to say to them. But if it was to become more normal in the way that channels like Love Don't Judge are attempting to make it seem as just a quirky, eccentric, unique style of relationship, then perhaps some people might not think it's so bizarre for their partner to suggest that to them, and might not think that their partner is trying to exploit them. I don't know. I guess I just don't believe that this kind of content is consequence free, because people are influenced by the kind of stuff that they see on social media.
True.
And so even though there might be some couples who can consensually have these kind of relationships, I think that normalizing it could then potentially blur the lines of safeguarding to some other women who could potentially be victims of the Loverboy method or something like that. Especially if this is presented as a innocent kind of just a quirky, eccentric relationship style. You know, It's not a big deal if your partner suddenly starts trying to convince you to do sex work. It's just, you know, it's just a different type of relationship. And so, yeah, it could potentially just make it easier for people to be victimized in this way. But maybe I am just over-analyzing it. I have no idea. Let me know what you think. I do feel, though, over time, I've kind of come to realize that maybe shame and stigma aren't as bad as we think they are. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like as the more we try and destigmatize things and the more we try to avoid shaming people, the more questionable things people
become
try and
normalized.
make normal.
Yeah.
And the more bizarre people's behavior becomes. And it kind of just makes you think, maybe shame and stigma was not about being horrible to people or being mean to them, but it was just a way that society tamed immoral behavior without involving the government or the
True.
state. You know, maybe that's the whole point of shame, is to regulate and to prevent immoral degeneracy without involving the state. And maybe we should bring some of it back. Okay, because not
We
everything
definitely
should
need to
be
bring shaming
destigmatized.
back.
Some of the things that we've destigmatized, I think, is great. Some things we've destigmatized, I think we should run that one back. I think the shame was good. Bring back shame. Bring back a little bit of shame. Not all of it, but some of it. Bring back some shame. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Do let me know what you think about this. Am I over-analyzing it, or is this kind of weird and shouldn't really be normalized? I would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments, and what direction you think we're going in terms of all of this kind of stuff. So do let me know. If you've enjoyed this video, you may as well like and subscribe. Thank you so much for giving me your time today, and I will see you in my next video.
W video. And nah, I mean, it's not weird. I mean, I feel like it's only weird if the man is just pushing it and the woman's like, no, I don't want to do it. Then I feel like it's weird. But if both agree, but if someone suggested it and both agree on it, I don't feel like it's weird. I feel like it's only weird if it's like kind of like how the last one was, where it's like you're sexualizing dwarfism and you putting that out there, and she really doesn't seem comfortable with it. Like, she's like, oh, I'm being stalked, all this, blah 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 blah. So she probably wants to stop, but the money is probably too good. Two, he's probably gotten so used to it that he's like, hey, listen, you can't stop. All right. And it's like, what can she do? She already agreed to it. I mean, she could stop, she could leave, but I don't know. But anyways, man, again, W video, like, share, comment, subscribe. Her name is Patience Zena. And again, this was suggested by the homie Chance. This is a W suggestion. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Excuse me. Y'all didn't hear that. But to the next video, man, I'm out of here.